Hey everybody, welcome Disabilities, the Possibility. Hey, I wanted to give a little time, just a few, couple of minutes to give some people to see if there's anybody that might come on, that might see that I'm on live stream and come on. So I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes before I get into what I was really gonna start talking about. But so for those of you that are just seeing part three or episode three of these videos, let me do a little recap of what the last two videos were about. On the first video, I shared a little bit about my testimony and where I come from and why I look like this. And so let me go over a little bit of that and then tell you about the second video where I talked about what it's like to go out in public. Okay, I'll do this I'll do it quick. But anyway, I'm an abortion survivor, and in other words, I survived my mother's botched abortion on my life just about 50 years ago. This coming Monday is gonna be my 50th birthday. Anyway, what happened was they waited 36 hours after her water broke. I was carried full term. Okay, I survived the abortion, the first trimester abortion, but she went on and found she would find out it didn't work, so she went on and carried me for months and and then delivered me. But what happened was they waited 36 hours after her water broke before they took me. During that time, my face got against her velvet bone and it paralyzed one side of my face. And so I had a whole other myriad of things like being deaf and totally deaf in one ear, partial in the other, having the vision issues, severe astigmatism, the sensitivity to light where you can't see when you go outside. I mean, literally can't see. I have to hold on to somebody to get around when I'm going outside in the bright sunlight. I just cannot see where I'm going, and I don't want to get run over. So that, and I had a flat foot when I was born. Had to wear a cast for a couple of years, so my one leg, my left leg, is smaller than the right leg. And they said when I was born that they told my mom that she's not gonna be normal. She's not gonna do much. You know, she's gonna be this and that and that. And mom was saying, no, no, no. I'm giving my daughter a chance. She's gonna do stuff. And so, because of how I looked, I grew up rejected for the most part. I grew up rejected, and I got made fun of, and I would get beat up, put in lockers, and all that. It's just called every name in the book. But you know, after high school, it still continued on into my 20s. It continued, and so in my early 30s, I was just livid. I was just okay. I've had enough. So what I did was I attempted suicide. I took some pills and I drank some wine and said, "Don't let me wake up, God. I'm done." And the next morning, I woke up. Nothing's wrong with me. No side effects. No nothing. So I survived it, and I'm not gonna go into all of it. Go back and watch the first two videos because I think I will need to get started on what tonight's topic was going to be. But I just kind of gave you a little recap of what the first one was about. And so tonight, I mentioned on the second video that I was going to talk about, I was going to talk about a man that many of you, I don't know if many of you know him, but talked about disabilities and thriving. I'm gonna show you a picture of a man. His name is Nick Goyachik. Now Nick was born without arms or legs, so you can imagine the disability that he faced. He was born without arms and legs, and so that guy is a total inspiration to me. He don't let anything stop him. In fact, he's a very successful motivational speaker. He's an author. He's married. He has a beautiful wife. He's got children.
Beautiful kids.
Here's the pit. Okay.
Does that? Can you see that well?
Yeah, there you go. See, there he is. There's his beautiful wife, and they have the twins, and then they have the two other children. Beautiful family. And I'm quite sure Nick talks about his testimony and how he was bullied as a kid, especially that he didn't have arms and legs. And I mean, man, he was really bullied in school, but he didn't let that get to him. There's also another woman. They call her the ugliest woman in the world, and somebody managed to get a picture of her. They put it on YouTube, and she's dubbed the ugliest woman in the world. Her name is Lizzie Velasquez. And I'm going to find a picture of her and show you a picture of her. And you got to see this. People are going to, you got to see the variety, the different ones of us with disabilities. And I can only imagine, and I can identify with a lot with what Lizzie went through and still goes through, looking the way she does. Okay, we got a picture of Lizzie Velasquez. Now look at this. This is what people see. That's what people see. But what I see a beautiful lady who knows who she is. She's full of confidence, and she can get on the stage, and she can motivate people. I mean, she got it, and so that's what I'm. They're the role models. They're the people that I look to because I see their confidence. I see their strength, even though they look the way they do, and what they go through, the fact that they're successful motivational speakers and they're getting out there, that's what I want to do. Oh, there's another picture. There's another picture. You'd have to Google Lizzie Velasquez. I don't remember her story. I know she got some kind of disease. But I don't know what exactly it is, but Google Lizzie Velasquez and you can find out more of her story. Incredible young woman. And I just gotta tell you, people tend to think that it's just because we have disabilities that we should be aborted because we're not gonna have any life. You know, we're disabled. We're gonna not really be successful. We're not gonna do anything with our life, and nobody's gonna like us. Hey, I got so many friends that it's not even funny. I got friends. I got many friends just on Facebook. Hey, they're still my friends. They believe in me. They know what I look like. They encourage me. They're my friends. They're my supporters. You know, they're out there. They're my cheerleaders. I call them. And so just because we had disabilities, that doesn't make us any less people. I mean, we still have dreams. We still have visions and goals, and we can still be successful. Hey, what about the ones that have Down syndrome? You know, I know some people that have Down syndrome, and I've seen people that have Down syndrome, and man, they're successful. One guy has his own business. And then
his own restaurant. And
he's got a restaurant.
He gives hugs to every customer.
He gives hugs to all the customers. I mean, he's doing good. And society would say, hey, because he's got Down syndrome, we need to avoid him. And because he's got Down syndrome, we got to look down on him. Hey, we got to stop this crazy nonsense of looking down on people just because they have a disability. Okay, we got to stop this. But that's the sad part of what society has taught. You know, you gotta look a certain way, you gotta act a certain way, you gotta talk a certain way, you gotta have fancy stuff, you gotta to be successful, society says. But hey, we can be successful too. You can be successful. I can be successful. And I consider myself successful. Hey, I'm a pro-life speaker. I have my story in several books. And I've been on TV. I've been on radio. I've been in papers. I'm known all over the world, literally. Known all over the world. And I'm thankful I'm alive. I'm thankful for my 50th birthday that's coming up on June the 10th. Coming up exactly a week from today. I'm thankful that I'm here today. I wouldn't imagine life without me, you know. I'm so thankful that I didn't commit suicide. I'm so thankful that it didn't work because my life has touched so many people and so many people have touched me. And I'm just excited to be alive because I have vision and I have purpose, and so do you. And so as a society, we have got to change our way of looking at people with disabilities. We've got to start seeing them as people who can do things in no places. We've got to stop putting limits on people just because they are different than us. That is sad, and we have got to change that. And I wanted to say, and another thing that I want to do is more and more, I'm finding my passion is becoming an advocate for disabled people. And, helping people to see that we are people. And another thing that I would want, that I eventually hope to do, is do you ever notice that on advertisements and TV stuff, do you ever hardly see people with disabilities modeling clothes on TV? Do you see it? Not hardly. There's not that many in magazines that are modeling. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think the new Gerber baby may be a baby that has Down syndrome. I think I would have to double check that. But I mean, I want to see people with disabilities just to be models and just to model things and just to get out there and be in the public. We need to get acceptance for us. We need to have the same rights as other people do. I don't want to say normal. Who decides what normal is anyway? The society does, but I don't like that word. You know, they say that they're normal and we're not. I don't like that word. So I want to change the stigma that society has placed on us with disabilities. And I think we're already going on 13, a little over 12 or 13 minutes. So I don't want to go on long. I know people don't like to watch long videos. But hey, let's work together to change the stigma that faces the people with disabilities. Let's see that we can change that. There we go.
There's the Gerber baby.
There's the new Gerber
He's
baby.
cute.
Isn't he adorable?
I had never seen that before. That's so
Oh, that is just adorable. I love that.
cute. Way to go, Gerber.
I love that. Go Gerber.
I don't know what else you stand for, but this is great. I appreciate you, Gerber.
I love that. Thank you, Gerber. Thank you, Gerber. And okay, really quick before I close this out, one of my hopes is that a newspaper or a news story. No, I want a major news channel to pick up on what I'm doing here. I would like this to go viral because I want to raise awareness for people with disabilities. I want to get a movement out there that we would get more accepted and that we could break this stigma. Okay, I gotta go. We're going on too long. Y'all have a wonderful night, morning, whatever it is where you are, and I will be back. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell so you get notification for what's coming next. And with that, I'm out. Bye, y'all.